Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Tonight we're showing films which are somewhat of a family affair for our star of the month, Janet Leigh, including 3 films she made with her husband, Tony Curtis. In all, they co-starred in 5 films together during their 11-year marriage. And later tonight, we'll also show the film The Fog that Janet Leigh made with her movie star daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis. But next we have Janet and Tony in a comedy from 1960 based on a Broadway semi-hit by Norman Krasna, which was called Who Was That Lady I Saw You With?, which in New York had starred another married couple, TV's Peter Lind Hayes and wife Mary Healy. For this movie version, the title was shortened to Who Was That Lady? Both the title of the play and the shortened title of the movie referring to that old joke, Who was that lady I saw you with? That was no lady, that was my wife. Well, in this story, Tony and Janet are very much married. She's a devoted housewife, he's a college professor. And the fireworks start when Janet catches Tony in a clinch with a co-ed. Janet's so furious, she's ready to head to Reno for a quickie divorce. To forestall that, Tony turns to his best friend, a television writer played by Dean Martin, and together they concoct an alibi for Tony's little dalliance. That alibi having to do with Dean being an FBI agent working undercover and the girl being a part of Dean's business, not Tony's monkey business. And that's just the beginning. It's pure farce, the kind which Tony, starting with Some Like It Hot the year before, proved he was exceptionally good doing. The movie was directed by George Sidney, an old friend of Janet's, going back to the days when both were under contract to MGM. Back then, George Sidney directed Janet in 2 films, The Red Danube and Scaramouche. The same year, Janet and Tony appeared in this film for Columbia. They also made cameo appearances in another film, George Sidney, directed for Columbia, that movie being Pepe. And it was 3 years later that she starred opposite Dick Van Dyke in George Sidney's film version of Bye Bye Birdie. But here with the cast, it also includes James Whitmore, Barbara Nichols, and from the original stage production of this story, Larry Storch. From 1960, here's Who Was That Lady?